Hey, good morning. This is Julie, JATS Trading Strategies. It is Friday, August 17th. Good morning. It is 5:31 a.m. Central Time. So it is pre-market, so markets are still kind of sleepy. I'm going to be answering some viewer mail. Patrick has asked me two questions that I thought would be very good to share with everyone. So I'm going to do this little recording. The first has to do with the pivot points. He is asking about the differences between multiple different pivot points on the charts. So let's take a look and to figure out how to get those settings. As you see, I have different pivot points, two pivot points here, S1s spread apart. The first thing to note that this is a NinjaTrader indicator, and it comes standard with NinjaTrader under P for pivots right there. And in the parameters under the prior day high-low close, you get to choose whether you want it from intraday data, daily bars, or user-defined values, and then you can put your own close high-low, and that's good for people like in Australia. I have customers, they can put their own special session times in. So I put two of them on my chart, one calculated from intraday data and one calculated from daily bars. And then another setting you need to check is whether you have this on default 24/7 or use instrument settings or your RTH session. There's actually three ways to get different pivot points, and that's these three session templates, or I guess four ways if you have a user defined. So typically I will use two charts, one of them set to default 24/7, and then I have the pivot points here, and then I'll throw up a second chart and I'll use instrument settings, and that way my pivot points are different. And from my empirical experience, see this pivot point here is at 25,511, and the second one down here is at 25,449. That's the difference between the use session template versus intraday data. And the session template gives you that intraday close. See, that's at 15:15. And the use and the default 24/7 is that end of day data, and it's actually off by an hour. I've got this at 2300, but this is how it's calculated in all the systems, so I stay with it and use it. There it is, 2400. There it is, 2400. So midnight, 24 hours in a day. So that's the difference between the session templates, but you get four different pivot points. And again, from my empirical experience, the algos are all the same. The second question Patrick has is, have I done any research regarding Topstep Trader combines, which is the most favorable combine to pass? And he first, let me finish his question. He was going through a 50,000 and a 30,000 combine, and he found that the 50,000 combine profit target was quite high, but the 30 combine loss limit was a bit tight. And yes, it is for trading. The 30,000 combine only gives you a couple of $500. So that's like one trade a day that you can lose on two contracts. So it has to be, or two trades a day. If you just, it's very, very tight. So I would recommend, and I recommended to Patrick, that he go to the scaling plan, because you're going to have to get used to this anyway to pass the combine. They have you do it twice. So you have to reach the profit target 2 times to get funded, and then they send you all the way back to a zero account balance on your funded account. So you have to build that up also using the scaling plan. So you definitely need to just start trading it in the first combine. So if you're doing a 50,000 account, you can't change higher than 2 lots until you reach above 51,500. then you can go to 3 lots, and then above 52,000 you can put 5 lots on. So we might as well get used to trading with 2 lots and get us, to our combine goal. And if you break it down like this on the first, you need a plan. And with the LRT bands, like on a 15-minute chart, here's YM from yesterday. You can see that the price was in an upslope in a white cloud, momentum above zero, and we were breaking out of our range. All systems go. And of course, this does not mean every single tick was an uptick, but you go inside your tick chart, your Unirenko chart, which is a tick chart, and then you can capture your trades within that time frame, right? So what we're trying to do is get trade setups within this time frame. And so if we count them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. You would have gotten into 8 winners. Okay, so let's look at our trade plan. If you have a 50,000 combine, you're going to need in YM, this is 18 ticks, and the reason I get 18 is 5 plus 10 is 15, and then you give yourself some extra slippage above and below it, and so you try to get a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-1. You can see there were several. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners. So and you never would have gotten your stop loss hit there. That was still a winner. So you take your YM is $5 a tick, so 18 times 5 is $90, and if you divide that by 3,000, that's 33. So you need 33 trades, and we just got 8. So that's on one contract. If you multiplied that by 2, you would need 15 trades. So we just got 8 out of the 15 in one session because of our, the market was favorable to take the trades. And that is what I'm trying to say, is we have to be disciplined. And if you're trading crude, your metrics are different. You only need 9 contracts. 9 times 360 is 3240. So that's on 2 contracts, 9 trades. That's at $10 a tick. So use it like this. Use your Unirenko. That way you have a clearly defined strategy. I need X amount of trades, and here's my reversal. And that's what I'm, a 1-on-1. You're trying to get at least 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1, but you can scale in on each additional reversal if you want. That they would have all won on Thursday. And then, of course, we're not going to have entirely all winners. We're going to have some losers. So you need a yellow piece of paper by your desk to say, up 4, down 1, up 2, down 2, but you need a cumulative total so that you can get to your target of 9 trades for crude, or whatever you need for YM to get through it. Now, Patrick trades crude, and these markets are just about the same. So let's take a look here at crude. And you can see that you would have had several winners this morning. If you would have taken this up here, you would have gotten a stop out, so you would have had a loser. But 2, 3, 4 winners and 1 loser. And again, you don't want to trade just any old time frame. You want to make sure that the market is conducive, like green, 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 green. And hopefully you can see that there's no momentum here. All of this is all green. And like here it was all red. So was your time to trade. You got your signal at 8:30 in the morning. Yesterday this was a Asia session. And this, do you see how flat that moving average was yesterday? We elected not to trade crude, just flat as a board. Very difficult. Gets to the top, goes to the bottom, gets to the bottom, goes to the top. Very difficult trading. So even though you had a signal, it doesn't mean that you want to take it considering how flat that was. We want, a slope up or down. And that's that phase. You want it to be going up or down, not flat. So crude was flat yesterday and non-tradable, but set your, higher time frame to help put you in those trades and then go back in and try to get them on your lower time frame chart. If 18 ticks is too much risk for you, if you want to trade more trades maybe and less risk, then you can just lower this and you know bring it down to a 9 tick bar, but you're going to get a lot more losers, but you'll have a lot more trades to choose from, so maybe you can be more selective about where your location is. But you know just the key is to try to wait um, for a trending condition and then use your bar to get you in at that time, right? So these look really good winners. Okay, so just take your pad and paper, add up how many trades you're going to get, because you're going to have to do it 3 times. You have to do it first for the first combine, then you get to do it for the second part of the combine, combine part 1, combine part 2, and then you do it the third time for yourself to start building up your funded account. All right. But it's not, I mean, it's just taking, it's just a numbers game. How many do I need? And just start saying, I'm going to need 9 of these. Boom, got it. Go to the next level. I need 9 again. Boom, got it. Wait for the best ones. Get your bank done. Boom, got it. Then I'm in my funded account. Boom, got it. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the trade room. Thank you.